Natalie made sure I felt always looked after, and she never left. She answered any question at any point in time. She makes things happen, and they do happen. I was going through divorce and I needed to sell the house. I had to downsize, and I still had to find another house that was suitable for me and my two big dogs. So I started with a high street agent, and the house was on the market for a few months. They were good, but nothing was coming through, and they were, in my view, the high street agents are a bit of churners. Yeah, I'm gonna let the viewers in and out, 10 minutes in and out. Sometimes they even said, I've got to go, can we please be quick? It was just one house of many. Different agency used to, send things through or call, but she made a personal touch. Natalie sent a lovely card through the post, handwritten, saying, would you like to have a chat about it and consider maybe Kay Carter? Well, basically she showed me all her media stuff, the brochure, and it was completely different, and the standard was very high, and a Vogue magazine style. So I thought, yeah, I want that. She was so prepared, especially with numbers. I'm an accountant and I look at numbers, price per square meter, different house prices, and that's exactly what she did. And she came prepared with the numbers. And so gut feeling, that was my resolution at divorce, go with your gut feeling. So gut feeling said, she's the girl.
Hillcrest House is a great example of how data bungalows are being modernised, and what we found when we went there was a large, bright, open plan space that was very much suitable for a modern family rather than necessarily downsizers or retirees, and we really wanted to bring that out in the marketing. So we took two of the unused rooms and repurposed them using digital staging. For example, a downstairs storage room became a playroom, which then meant that the house ticked the boxes for a family with open plan kitchen diner, living room and a playroom for the kids. There was a garden annex that was being used for storage, and we turned that into a garden office.
She was saying, what she could do with the space, with the house, with the room that were not used. She could stage them, and basically she could give the possible buyer an idea of what could be done.
Sure enough, the house was bought by a family who were looking for a playroom for their kids and also a garden office. So it does go to show how important it is to identify the right target market and make sure that the house appeals to them. Media
day, I loved it. It was a fabulous day and full on, definitely full on. So I prepared the house the day before to make sure, everything was clean and spotless. She was definitely prepared, all her team was, and we had discussed what to do a few days in advance. So we had the pizza fire on, the pizza oven, and we had the pit fire outside. We had the jacuzzi going in the garden, and we had all the rooms prepared, but then she came with cushion, with throws, with plans, and she made it all happen and look brilliant. The outcome was brilliant because I got more money than all the other agents were going to or prepared to sell their property for. So we've got more than the asking price, which might not have happened had I stayed with the previous agent.
As soon as we got Samantha's house under offer, I did work with her on helping her choose an onward property. She had just been through a really stressful time. A divorce and moving house are two of the most stressful things you can do, and she'd done one right after the other. And of course she was under pressure to find an onward property, but it is important to make the right decision because it's a very big purchase. So I knew what she was looking for in an onward property and helped pick the ones that would work best for her in terms of location. She likes to walk the dogs on Greenham Common, and also reception space and bedrooms that would really work for her, and things like having neighbours nearby from a security perspective.
Oh, she was on top of everything, and not just the buyers, but she was in contact with the solicitor, my buyer's solicitor, the property I was buying from solicitor. So she was on top of pretty much everybody in the chain
Once Samantha had secured an onward property, we had a complete chain, and it was quite a long chain. And in that case, there can be more complications and a longer time frame to see things through. We were fortunate in this case in that all of the agents involved worked together incredibly well, and it is important for agents to stay involved. We all worked with various solicitors to push things through. Inevitably, you'll have hiccups and delays along the way, and we were all on the case to make sure that those issues were addressed immediately and didn't hold up the sale. So what was a longer chain in the end actually went through in a very good amount of time.
She's a boutique estate agent, and she might, you know, on a paper, she might look a bit more expensive than the others, but actually I saved money and I sold for more than the asking price. So at the end, she was less expensive.
Samantha was amazing to work with through this whole process, especially given how much stress she was under. We had really honest, open communication between the two of us, which really helped me to help her. Crucially, I think with the sale of Hillcrest House and working with Samantha, it's a great example of how one size does not fit all, and that comes down to the approach to marketing a property, to finding the right buyer and supporting a seller through the process to make sure that everything completes the way that it should with minimal stress. So for anybody who is interested to hear a little bit more about how we work and how we can help you, please do give us a call.